Hey guys, my name is Savin Chawoke. I'm a peak performance coach, I'm a writer, I'm an engineer, and I am a content creator. So in the past few weeks, I've been sharing on my TikTok platform the experiences that I've been having as a first-time buyer of a brand new car. And I realized that most of us have never had the experience of going through the process of, acquiring a loan, getting a new car, adding extra features, being introduced to balloon payment. All of these things to a lot of us is still very new. So I thought to myself that what if I did a video where I can maybe try to squeeze in 7 best advices that I could ever give to myself if I were to go back in the past 5 years and buy a brand new car. So today I'm making that compilation of the 7 best advices that I've asked people, that I've thought about it myself, that I've asked my friend, that I've asked everybody that I know. What are the 7 best advices that you can give to someone who is about to buy a brand new car? And obviously, I want to say this before I even give these advices. There are 3 people in the world that you will never give an advice to. Number 1 is that person that is following a prophet. Just forget. Number 2 is the person who is in a relationship. Just forget. And the 3rd person is you, the person who's about to buy a brand new car. They will never listen to you. So if you don't take these advices, ideally, I really understand why that will be the case. Because 5 years ago, I was in the same situation as you. Okay, so I'm going to start with my first advice. So these are 7 advices that you will really have to consider before purchasing that brand new wheels. The first one is that you need to make sure that you shop before you buy. That is very important, guys. So which means that if you want to buy a car in July, so in July, so which means that maybe you need to give yourself time from February or at least January, where you start going from one dealer to the next dealer. Obviously they'll ask you what type of car you're looking for, the extra features, all of this jargon. At least you get used to the jargon. The more you move from one dealer to the next dealer, you're familiarizing yourself with the jargon, meaning that you're arming yourself with the strategies to be able to understand that how do you go and negotiate for a better deal. That is very important, right? Now, the next thing that you must always remember, which is the second thing that I want to share with you guys, is that you must check your budget, but don't tell the salesperson. When those guys are sitting there on those tables, guys, they are looking for ways to take money from your pocket legally, right? That is the key word. So they're not stealing, they're not scamming you, but they are just trained as salespeople to take money from your pockets. Remember that they are working. And when we work, what do we want? We want money as remuneration. So the next thing that you must do, never reveal your budget of the car. They'll ask you, so what are you expecting to pay? Never say, oh, I want to pay 6,000 Rand, because a salesperson will do anything in their capacity to make sure that they meet that which you're saying that you want. Even if they can just add something extra to just maybe make you to be convinced that you are paying more and you're getting value out of that. So never reveal how much you're willing to pay to the salesperson. Always remember that. The 3rd advice that I want to give you is that always request for a quotation when you're buying a brand new car. I told you guys in my previous videos that there are so many things that I've added on my car which I did not know, or did not know that I'm paying for, or even didn't know that the things that I'm adding on my car as options or as extra features, these things I'm going to be paying for with my loan for the rest of the term. I didn't know about that. So always make sure that you request for a quotation before accepting that offer. Number 4, if you can, and I'm telling you that you can, avoid balloon payment arrangements. Avoid in-house financing. Obviously, if you go to a dealer, they will tell you that, you don't have to worry about going to the bank. We can actually get you from XYZ financing, which will be the name of the brand or the dealer financing. We can get you something from there. But remember, the salesperson already have got an agreement with the financial institution of they are in-house that, you know, if we bring a client, this is how much you're going to get and this is how much we're going to make. They already have got that. It's not like they're doing you a favor. It's not like they're trying to make that convenient to you. They are doing that because they know that they're going to get something out of that. Always remember that. Now, avoid extra features. I know in VW, guys, let me not even go there. There are so many extra features in VW. Like one day, like a petrol tank, if we're not careful, will become something that is an extra feature in VW. I bet you. If you can, really, if you really can, I'm telling you, avoid those extra features, you know. And if you do accept them, maybe you would have maybe prepared like an extra sum from your pocket. You know, I bought my sunroof at 10,000 Rand and 10,500 Rand. You know, that's how much I bought my sunroof for. So, you know, if you can afford it to take it from your own pocket, I would advise that you do that, because those extra features, you're going to be paying them for the rest of the repayment of the loan. Always remember that. Any recommendation from a salesperson? Always say no. Always say no. There is no salesperson that have got your interest. It's gonna feels like they've got your interest at heart, but that's not the case. Remember, they are in it for the ching-ching. Number 5, buy the car you afford, not your dream car. Guys, remember, the first thing that you must always remember is that you're not paying this car cash, right? You're getting a loan for this car. So which means that somehow it screams, I don't afford it, you know? I don't afford having a car, because you don't have like hard cash from your pocket. And I mean, unless you are really born from, you know, with a silver spoon, you know, like where would you get 300,000 Rand cash to be able to purchase a new car? So don't force yourself to buy the car that your dream car. That's my point. Don't force yourself to buy your dream car as your first car. Most people make that mistake. You know, my dream car was an Audi A6. And when I get out of school, I thought, like, you know what? I'm going to go into the corporate world. I'm going to be the highest paid employee, and I'm just going to get that GTI or then buy that house and do this. Guys, all of that did not happen. The car that I'm driving right now was not the car that was a car of my dreams, and that is okay. Number 6, understand your repayment loan agreement. So which means that you want to understand how many years are you going to be paying for the car. Do you have a balloon payment or a residual? What is the rate of repayment? You need to understand that, you know, because it's going to affect you, you know, one way or the other is going to affect you. So you need to make sure that you understand that from the word go, before that car can move out of the showroom and loses that 30%, make sure that you understand that. The very last one, this is about lifestyle. You know, I want to think about your car as like maybe your spouse. Like, you know, what type of relationship I'm going to have after 5 years, after 10 years, after 15 years. So when it comes to the car, I think things that are very fundamental is that, number 1, you need to understand the lifestyle that comes with the car. I mean, obviously, if you're going to buy the latest Polo GTI, you know, I mean, you need to understand that that goes with the place you're going to be staying, whether you're buying a house or you're renting. It's going to go with the type of clothes that you're going to be wearing. It's going to go with the phone that you're going to be using. It's going to go to the places that you will be going. So remember all this lifestyle, societal pressures that comes with having the type of car that you're buying, right? I like women, man. Women will just, like, you know, buy like the car they can afford, still be staying in a decent place, still be affording themselves throughout the month, no problem. Hey, Amajita, we have been cast, I don't know. Maintenance of the car. You must always remember that I spoke about this on my previous videos that, you know, after 3 years, you know, most cars now, you need to start taking money from your own pocket to the service plan, you know, to the service guys, and you've got the service plan would have fallen off, and obviously, you know, the warranty would have fallen off. So these are the things that you need to be thinking about after 3 years and after 5 years. Obviously, you know, you have to think about the tires, you have to think about the petrol. You know, I used to find people's cars being at E or empty, and I'm like, you know, I'm like, guys, like, can't you just what's so hard to just keep your car on full tank or at least half? Right now, I have answered myself to that question. Obviously, car insurance, check in my previous videos, I spoke about this, that, you know, when you're going for car insurance, you need to understand, you need to read and understand the policy, you need to understand the pro rata, you need to understand the premium, you need to understand, most importantly, the accesses on the car, because that's very important. And obviously, you know, the most useful kind of cheap thing, car wash, because the more you wash your car, the more you take off it, the more you're gonna love the car. Please let me know which one did you enjoy the most, and if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe.